So, welcome to yoga. We are going to have a stretchy class. You'll want a block and you will want a strap. We're going to start being sat on a block. Let's do that. Oh gosh, I missed my block. Find your sit bones, move the fleshy part of the bottom out of the way, and sit yourself up nice and tall. If you find that your knees are a little bit or your hips are a little bit tight, then pop some cushions under the knees to support through the hip space. So sitting up tall, just lightly engage the core, bring the ribs in. Imagine that cord through the crown of the head lifting you up towards the ceiling. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them all the way back down. And then just start to take some nice shoulder rolls, just because it feels good. We want to remind ourselves where our shoulders should be. So hopefully as you bring them up towards your ears, you can find they rest a little bit lower than that. And then when you're ready, take them in the opposite direction, just rolling those shoulders up and over. And then when you're ready, we're going to stay nice and still. Begin to close off the eyes. Maybe just drop the chin ever so slightly down to just lengthen through the neck. Pay attention to where the shoulders are. If they've crept up by the ears, just rolling those shoulders back and down. And we're going to take some even breathing, that's all. So if my pattern doesn't match yours, then do your own. So here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your eyes still closed and your breath nice and long and smooth, focus in on an intention for today's practice, if you would like to set yourself one. If not, just focus in on something that made you feel great today. Visualize it in your mind's eye. Hold it there for a moment. And then when you're ready, you can begin to open up the eyes. We're going to take the hands to the back of the head. Elbows out to opposite walls. Begin to bring those elbows back. Imagine they're going towards the diagonal corners behind you. So you're really opening out that chest. Now we're going to bring the elbows to ears, chin to chest. Begin to roll down through the spine to a point that is comfortable for you. And then come all the way back out. Lift the chin to the ceiling. Open the elbows to opposite walls. Right hand's going to come down. Left arm's going to sweep over. Come to the other side. Left hand comes down. Right arm sweeps over. One more time. Back to the other side. Right hand down. Left arm sweeps. Left hand down and right arm sweeps. Okay, coming back up, bring the hands to the ceiling, spread through the fingertips, really spread through the fingertips, never really stretch that area. And then lift the fingers towards the ceiling, reaching up through the shoulders. Take a moment here. Open the hands out, palms up, reaching those fingertips towards the opposite walls. Take a breath here. It's amazing how heavy your arms will feel. And now turn the palms down. We're going to take the fingertips down. So the palms are down, fingertips towards the back wall. Roll the shoulder heads back. And then begin to just slightly lift the chest. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips if you find you don't have much space. Or using blocks to bring the hands to lift the floor to you. Bringing that chin towards the ceiling, open through the throat. Keeping control of the neck, but allowing the throat to open. Chin to chest. And then walk the hands back in. We're going to take the hands to the back of the head. Let's go again. From here, we're going to really think about the openness through the chest, elbows towards the back corners of the room. Take a moment here. Elbows towards ears, chin to chest, start to roll down to a point that is comfortable. Come all the way back out. Elbows open, chin lifts. Right hand's going to come down, left arm sweeps. Left hand comes down, right arm sweeps. Right hand comes down, left arm sweeps. And then last time, left hand down, right arm sweeps. Arms come to the ceiling, fingertips spread. Really find the webbing between the hands, really beginning to stretch. Gaze comes up. Take a breath here, really lengthen through that body. Bring the hands down, pausing halfway, thinking here about the strength through the shoulders. Knit that core in nice and tight, palms to the ceiling, find that openness. Take a breath. Hands come down, fingertips to the back of the room, lifting the chest this time, pushing down the fingertips. Maybe you've spidered up those fingertips to lift the palm, and then rolling those shoulder heads down. Okay, bringing those hands forward. We're going to remove the block. We're going to walk those hands forward. If you find that you're tight through the hips and you want to stay on the block, then do. Walk those hands forwards, take an inhale, lift and lengthen, spider up those fingertips and walk those fingers away from you. Use your breath as an inhale, lift as an exhale, lower. We're going to walk those hands over to the right hand side. Push down to the fingertips to get the sit bones down. That left sit bone is connected to the mat. Use your breath as the inhale happens, lift, lengthen, exhale, lower. Walk the hands through center and then over to the left-hand side. Same again, inhale, lift, lengthen, exhale, walk those fingertips away. And then the hands come back through center and then all the way in. We're going to switch those legs out. From here, just take a moment to hinge from the hips and begin to move the weight forward, walking those hands away from you. Take that inhale, lift and lengthen. You're going to start to feel that stretch through the outside of the leading leg. This time it's the left side. Walk the hands over to the left. Push down through the fingertips, anchor back. Walk the hands through center and over to the left-hand side. Push down through those fingertips. Right sit bone anchored down towards the mat. And then back to your center. Walk those hands back in. We're going to take the hands behind us, take those fingertips to the back of the room. Take the feet flat, knees are towards the ceiling. We're just going to drop those knees down to the right side, pausing there for a moment. Find that stretch down the outside of that left leg. Back to center and then over to the left. See if you can release any tension that might be there. So whether you stopped breathing, not a good sign, or you're gritting your teeth, just noticing where that tension is and then doing your best to release it over to the right and then over to the left. From here, let's move ourselves into a tabletop position. All right, so hands are down and underneath the shoulders, knees are down underneath the hips. We're just going to extend that right leg away and push through the heel. I'm going to spin around so you can see me. Okay, so as we push through the heel, we're going to work it into a little bit of a sequence. So we're going to lift that right leg, draw the knee in towards the chin, bring it back so your hips are in alignment and then open to the right side. Okay, so we're going to close it off, extend away, knee towards chin, and then back. Extend, or open, I should say, sorry, close it off. Extend that right leg away. Core works as you bring that knee towards the chin. And then back. I'm going to go for 3 more. Take it wide. Close it off. Knee, leg extends. And then knee to chin. And then back. 2 more. Open that knee out. Close it off. Send it away. Knee to chin. Last one here. Open that knee out. Close it off. Extend away. Chin, knee towards chin. Okay. Extend it away. Take the foot towards the ceiling. Squeezing the glute. We're going to lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. We're going to take the feet together. Take the knees as wide as the mat. Sit back into a wide-legged child's pose. Walk those hands away from you. Sink down into the mat. If you've got a little bit of space, push down the fingertips, lift through the palm. Just lower the chest a little bit further and find a deeper stretch through the shoulders. Okay, let's come back into our all fours position. Okay, so from here we're going to extend that left leg away. Keep the toes connected to the mat to start with. Pushing through the heel. This is a great time to bring that core in, making sure that we are strong here. Okay. From here, let's lift that left leg. So here we go. We're going to draw the knee towards the chin. Bring it back in line with the thigh. Open out. Close it off. And then send it away. Okay, here we go. Let's draw the knee in. Send it back. Open it out. Close it off. And then send it away. Knee comes towards chin. Send it back. Open out. Close it off and then send it away. 2 more. Knee to chin. Send it back. Open to the left. Close it off. Left leg goes away. Last one. Let's make it as good as the first. Knee comes in. Away. Open to the left. Close it off. Left leg extends. I'm going to hold it there for a moment. Can we extend that right arm away from the past the ear as well? Draw that core under, holding it. right hand comes down, left knee comes down. This time we're going to go straight into a puppy pose. So walk the hands forward, keeping the bottom stacked over the top of the knees, allow the chest to melt down. Always use a block or a cushion if you're a little bit too far away from the mat, using that to bring the floor up to you. Take a breath here as you begin to exhale, just melt a little bit closer down into the mat. Bring the forehead down, allowing the breath to soften. Okay, and then we're coming into thread the needle. Right hand is going to stay down, left arm is going to sweep underneath the right, and then resting on top of that left shoulder. If you want, you can extend that right leg away or wrap that right arm all the way behind you to touch the top of that left thigh. Lots of options here. Keep breathing. When you're ready, bend through that right knee, bring it back in, push down through the right hand and draw that left arm out. Okay, we're going to repeat on the other side. So this time round, that right hand is going to sweep underneath the left, come to rest on top of the right shoulder. You can then extend that left leg away from you. You can either reach the left hand forward, spidering up those fingertips, or roll that shoulder back, and that left hand can wrap all the way around to touch the top of the right thigh. Okay, starting to untangle ourselves. That left hand comes down, bring the left knee down, push through that left hand, draw yourself back into your table. We're going to take the hands down this time, push through the hands, tuck the toes, then do a little bit of core work. We're going to start in our hovered table. Draw the core in. If this is enough for you, this is where you stay. If you can do a little bit more, we're going to extend the right leg away and then the left leg away. Bring the right leg back in and then the left leg back in. If that's enough for you, that's okay. You can pause here in your table. This time we're going to take the left leg away, right leg away, find your plank. Left leg comes back in and then right leg comes back in. Chest to thighs, sink down into the heels, take a load off for a moment. Just allow yourself, your weight to come back into the heels. Find that deep stretch underneath the feet, into the Achilles. Take a nice deep breath here. Send a releasing breath out into the world. And then when you're ready, start to float the bottom up towards the ceiling. This is your opportunity to really slowly pedal out the heels. Maybe lifting one at a time and just circling the ankles, giving yourself a moment just to check in with how your body is feeling. Allowing the backs of the legs to really release. All right, from here, right leg is going to come high. A little bit of core work, not too much, just a little bit. We're going to take the hips open to the right side, drop that right foot towards the bottom, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. And now that right knee is going to come high on that right elbow, to the left elbow, to the right elbow, back into your three-legged dog. Two more of those. Right knee, right elbow, nice and high. Left side, right side, and back. three-legged dog. Last one, right knee, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, three-legged dog. Right foot is going to come through the hands. Finding your high lunge, but keep the hands connected to the mat for a moment and just move through the hip space. So allow yourself the security of knowing that you can play around with this because your hands are connected to the mat. Okay, from here, coming up into your high lunge. Ooh, my balance is off. Take the stance wide so you feel secure, okay? Not a tightrope, but train tracks. From here, let's take the hands high. And then take opposite elbows. We're going to start to lift the chest towards the ceiling as we begin to push the elbows into our hands, finding that nice stretch around the shoulders. Keep pushing back with that back heel. We're going to make our way into a standing split. So release those arms, take the hands down. As we do, begin to lift that left leg towards the ceiling. Maybe taking that right hand behind that right calf. If you've got the balance of a flamingo, take the left hand there too. Not a chance. You have to know your limitations. Keep that left leg lifting to the ceiling. And then take both hands down, step back with that left foot, hands are down, right foot comes back, joining the left, find your down dog, pedal out the heels. Take a moment here, nice deep breath in, and then take a releasing breath as it exits the body. All right, here we go. Left leg is going to lift, three-legged dog. Open the hips to the left, bring that left foot in towards the bottom, squeeze the glutes. Quad stretch, groin stretch. And then let's do a little bit of core work. Left knee high up on that left elbow, across to the right side, over to the left and away. Three-legged dog. Two more of those. Here we go. Left knee, left elbow, right side, left side and away. Last one, make it count. Left knee, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, and three-legged dog. Left foot through the hands. Keep those hands down, move through that hip space. Just allow yourself that confidence to move. Okay. When you're ready, come up into your high lunge. Ooh. Gosh, my balance is terrible. All right, bending into that front knee, push back with that back heel, nice strong back leg, knit those ribs in, and then take the opposite elbows above the head. Begin to push into those opposite elbows, finding that stretch across the shoulders, and then begin to lift the gaze towards the ceiling. Keep pushing back with that back heel. And then when you're ready, release those arms. Take the hands down towards that left foot. Find your standing split. As you take weight into that left leg, you're going to bring that nose down towards your left knee and lift that right leg high. You've got gravity working against you here. Your leg is going to be heavy. There's a lot of strength involved. Also, flexibility. I mean, this is very much a case of what you think you look like and what you do look like. And I kind of like that. It's all about how it feels. And that's what's amazing. If you've got the bravery or you fancy it, take that left hand to the back of that left calf. drawing the chest down even closer. And if you are a flamingo, then bring both hands to the back of the car. But make sure you have a clear space. Okay, hands come back down. Take a large step back with that right foot. Bring the left foot back to join the right pedal out those heels. Take a nice deep breath in. And when you're ready, release through the mouth. Send that breath away. Okay, we're going to move into dolphin. Not always the favourite, but as we're working through shoulders, it does seem to make sense. We're going to come down onto our forearms. Option to keep the forearms as our base, or bring the hands together to create a lovely strong triangle and push through that triangle. Okay, we want to make sure that we are moving the shoulders away from the ears. So push with all of your might. Lift through the right leg. Lower down. Lift through the left leg. And lower down. And we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, keep pushing, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1. Knees are going to come down. Bring yourself into a narrow-legged child's pose. Forehead comes down, hands behind you, palms up. Shoulders melt over the top of the knees. Heart rate's going to start to lower. You can mutter terrible things about me. That's okay too. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. And then slowly unraveling like a beautiful snail. All right, bring the bottom down to the mat. Get hold of your brick. We're going to put our brick block, whatever you've got, in between your thighs, and you're going to squeeze it so that we know that the inner thighs are working hard. Okay, so from here, we're going to find our boat. So sitting up, or if you want to use the hands behind you to anchor yourself, then do. But we're bringing the legs up. We're going to take the hands alongside the legs. Squeeze that block. Okay. We're going to inhale, bring those knees in towards you. Think about that nice long spine. You don't want to round, you want to be nice and long. And then we're going to lower to the point of challenge and then come back together again. It's all about core engagement. So your challenge might just be here. Or you could go all the way to dish. I can't. Okay, so do what's right for you. Keep squeezing that brick. We're going to go for 10. 10 of whatever you're doing. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sitting yourself up. My boat nearly sank. To get myself back up there. Give yourself a hug together. Get hold of both elbows and then allow your spine to curve as you push the knees into those forearms. And bring the chin down towards the chest. Okay. And when you're ready, you're going to come back into our boat, all right? I'm probably not the favourite person right now, I understand. So we're going to take those shins up. We're going to take the hands alongside those shins. We're just going to come into some Russian twists. So we're going to come all the way down for 1, turn to the other side for 2, 3, 4, we'll do 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring those knees in. Hug yourself together. Take a moment. You know we ended 5 on one side and 5 on the other. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Okay, quicker we do it, quicker it's done. So let's come back into our boat. Set yourself, sail again. Just another 10, that's all it is. Here we go, for 1, 2, reach those arms over. 3, 4, as strong as you've got. 5, 6, 7, sitting up tall. 8, 9, and 10. Knees in towards you, hug yourself together. Not going to make you do any more. Don't worry. Okay, we're moving that block. When you're ready, make your way down to your mat. Find yourself in a comfortable position to decompress. Maybe some small circles on the lower back. And then taking it in the other direction. Okay, when you're ready, I'm going to extend that right leg away from you. Draw that left knee in towards the shoulder. Allow those shoulders to be back and down and push through both heels. Releasing there, that right knee is going to come across the body over, no, left knee, I'm sorry, left knee across the body over towards the right side. The left arm is going to extend. Start to gaze over the fingertips if that feels good. Come back all the way back. You're going to drop straight into a tree pose. So allow that left knee to open out. Take your hands to your tummy or to your chest, whatever feels good. And I want you to really physically breathe into your hands. If you're tight through the hips, feel free to use a block to prop that left knee open. Starting to move into a calmer part of class. Noticing how the body is feeling, actively breathing into the hands. Okay, use that left hand just to lift that knee and support it so it can extend away from you. All right, let's go on the other side. That right knee is going to come in towards that right shoulder and just interlace those fingers just below the right knee. Push through both heels, bring the shoulders back and down, find that openness through the chest and the shoulders. Dip the chin slightly towards the chest to find the extra little bit of length through the neck. And then release. Left hand is going to take the outside of the right knee, draw it across the body into a twist. Right hand can extend, start to gaze over the fingertips if it feels good. Okay, starting to come all the way back round and straight into our tree pose, opening that right knee out. using a block or something to just prop the knee up if you need a little bit of support. Then start to push through that left heel. Hands to the tummy, or one to the tummy, one to the chest, and then start to breathe actively into those hands. Focusing in on the breath. Almost bringing ourselves full circle from where we started at the beginning of class today. Feeling the weight coming into the mat, heaviness of the body. Use that right hand to support the knee as you lift it, and then extend those legs away. And then this is the time where I'll ask you to find a place that you are happy to rest in for your final Savasana. Popping on a jumper, getting a blanket, a pillow, whatever it might be, find you're comfortable. And we're going to take a body scan. We've been focusing in on our breathing today. We started class with it, we ended class with it. So I want you just to take the opportunity to close off the eyes and just count those breaths in. Breathing in for 4 and then out for 4. Feel the breath move through the body. Feel the heaviness between you and the mat. And then we're going to start our body scan from the foundations. So starting at the feet, allowing yourself the opportunity to begin to settle into the mat. By now, hopefully the ankles are relaxed and the feet have fallen out, pointing to opposite corners of your mat. We move up the legs, one at a time. So we move up the calves, hamstrings, knees, quads. And then we pause at the hips. We take an inhale here, refocusing on the breath as we exhale. See if you can sigh the count of 6 as you release that breath. When you're ready, take another inhale, nice and full, breathe deeply. And then as you exhale, see if you can now do a count of 7 as you exhale. Exhaling fully, completely. Feel that heaviness transfer between you and the mat. We travel up the body now, up the spine, to the shoulders. We've been working hard to open through that shoulder space today. Take a moment here to breathe deeply and then exhale. Release. We move down the arms, plus the elbows, forearms to the hands. The fingertips, maybe they're curled in, they're relaxed. If they're not, stretch those fingertips away from you and then allow them to curl in. We move back up the body now. We travel up the arms to the neck. Take an inhale, grow longer on your mat. Find that length that you found in class today. And then we come over the top of the head and we rest between the eyebrows. The eyebrows should be far apart, not knitted together anymore.
over the nose into the mouth. Think back across your day, the number of words you have spoken, smiles you have smiled. Take a moment to enjoy that. Your words have probably made somebody's day today. That is an incredible power to hold. And then whilst we're here in these final moments, just revisit your intention from the beginning of class today. As you take those final exhales. And then hopefully you can start to bring that feeling of relaxation into the rest of your day. When you're ready, beginning to awaken the body, starting to move through the feet, through the fingertips, allowing yourself to come back into the room. And then when you're ready, slowly and carefully come back up to a seated position. And I will be there.